The Ministry of Health and Wellness says of the 20 people who tested positive for COVID-19, the controversial flight which landed on December 21 was the last to arrive.
The Ministry of Health has declared that Jamaica will not.
I'm Hilda McFarlane, living at 2A Sanders Avenue. The pandemic affected me very bad because I used to work and I just can't work anymore. Right where I used to work, drive by pass, gunshot, and I get shot. And I have nobody to help me away from Milton. Would come and give me a little food, and my friend them would give me a little food, my family. But other than that, I have nothing. The pandemic is so bad that if somebody don't come to help me, I can't help myself. Things are so bad in this pandemic here. The pandemic, with where the children them is concerned, all of us have to itch up inside. We can't come out. The children them cannot go to school. Things are so bad in this pandemic that they must have to keep them inside, sanitize and keep the place clean and so we can't come out, peer masks. In this pandemic, we don't have no violence in our community. This community is well good, no COVID and nothing at all. There's nothing women can do in this community right now. More than keep inside, keep the children in, sanitize them, and keep everything fresh.
Well, the pandemic for me, I stayed inside and really I do the necessary what I have to do. And of course, it set back whatever I planned to do and was doing at the time. Because I was in the process of doing some refurbishing on my place where I live, but I had to stop. Well, it isn't much that I can do because seeing as I'm not working, I have to just deal with my little basic needs. Well, pandemic for the children. Basically, many are not going to school because they are not in the position of using a tablet for them to learn online. So many are out of school.
I am Gillette Parkinson from Amstead Park / Backbush. The pandemic affected me personally because, you see, because of my age, I'm being restricted from going certain places. The pandemic affected me. Let me talk about the children them first. You saw the children them scatter man, the children them just scatter out, and you know, it needs something more to deal with the children them in terms of school. Some of the children them from school, like because of the pandemic, them don't even see school gate.
We are in a time, one that we have never seen before, and this pandemic has surely played a number on us. It took us by surprise, and survival is the key. For me, honestly, I don't pay it any mind. Not that I don't observe the protocols and do what is right, but the constant information, and you know, it is hectic. It costs a lot of money more because persons are looking to me as a principal for the school to help to assist their children in getting them something to eat. Yeah, money not coming in the way it used to come in. We have to be texting, we have to be phoning, we have to be zooming, and the equipment to get this thing out, trust me, it's very hard. So for me personally, I don't think about the pandemic, I just do what I can do. Who are vulnerable? The elders and the babies, especially the elderly, because under certain age limits, you can't go out, and not all of these elders have family members who care to ensure that the supplies and their medication is being met. As it relates to the children, it's a strain because a lot of these parents have lost their jobs. They can't support the children the way they used to. And as a principal of an institution and a part of the Mountain View CDC, we have to brainstorm in ways in which we can get food stuff to hand out to these children. Sometimes we personally have to go in our pockets to help, to assist, because when a child is hungry, it's nothing normal. Does this pandemic contribute to high violence? Yes, it does. Because when there's a desperate man clutches to a straw, and desperate time calls for desperate measures. When a man not see him way out, and him know him have him mute them out for feed the only thing is going to come to him is crime. The only thing is going to come to him is crime. How can we solve it at this moment? Trust me, it's a very hard question with a very hard answer. But we just have to come together as one. We are stronger together. When we work together, then yes, if we stop supporting lawlessness, then and see the value in each other, then and only then we will recognize and realize the beauty of Jamaicans as a society.
I am a road runner. I am always on the road looking after my youngsters, my old people, and that's really under me right now. Because as the Prime Minister says, at my age, me need to turn on my yard, me have to turn on my yard. So that affects me deeply when I'm not able to do what I have to do. What I have done to cope with this situation, as I said, turn on my yard. There's not more I can do. Sanitize, and just try to keep myself active within my household. Children, for one, not able to go out to school. And they have to be doing the virtual class setting, and a lot of them without the parents being there. It's not going to work. So it will affect them. They are not learning as they ought to. Most children cannot and will not learn without a face-to-face interaction. So that will affect them. Senior citizens, well, the best we all can do is turn our yard.
Well, me personally, the pandemic affect me in some sort of way, but not as harsh as how it affects some persons. Thank God for my family and my friends. So I know I try to live, I know how to live. What have I done to cope with the present situation? I try to do the necessary things that are supposed to be done. I try to do my social distancing, sanitize, and try to sensitize other persons about it. It's harsh on some persons because most of the children, they're not online. Some not going to school while some online, some going to school. Some of them like the parents give up, but some of them parents really don't care. And it really affect the children. And some of the old persons usually go out and do the little thing, they can't do it no more. Persons in my community, especially younger folks, they're trying to cope and don't see no violence so far. Everybody try to live as one and be happy.